should you dive into this new menu?
Princess Bay, today we're at the Dolphin Resort, Swan and Dolphin, to be more specific, because we're headed back to
Todd English's Bluezoo.
It's been a while since we blew on the Bluezoo,
2
but
years.
yeah, 2 years. But there are things in this menu for us to investigate. And as your number one choice in foodie infotainment, we're here to investigate it, so you don't have to. Because remember, she's vegan. I'm not. I want to play in that waterfall.
It's time for foodie and chill. We have multiple breads here, but our server said just for me to stick with the ciabatta because that is the one that is guaranteed vegan. Now there is salt, pepper on the table, balsamic and oil. I love me some balsamic. I'm gonna do a baby amount of oil. Should probably put some pepper in the oil because that's how I roll. Cheers. Ciabatta is light, fluffy, flavorful. I love it with all the dippings. It is beautiful. I would eat this frequently. I would give it a 4 out of 5 breads. It gives good bread, enough for me to want it to call me. Maybe not tomorrow, but like in a couple of days, and maybe we hook up it a couple more times. With the trend that we go at Bluezoo, once every 2 years we hook up, I'm okay with that.
We always like a fine basket of breads, even if it is mixed. We have a little bit of lavash and then like some onion bread in here. And then they give you this fancy looking salt and pepper grinder with directions. Like pepper this direction, salt this direction, and then you get this ridiculous amount of butter they gave me. So let's see how the pepper goes. Oh, turn to the right for pepper. Left for salt. That works. I was confused. I am now a little less confused.
I just wanted some butter.
Do you have a nice whipped butter? A little decent spread in there. That's onion bread. More than onion bread, it's a roasted onion bread. You have like a caramelized onion in the bread, which gives it a different sort of like deeper flavor. That's very interesting. I feel like that could have been vegan with a couple of ingredient changes. I would give that a 3 out of 5 points. Then we have lavash. All across the Middle East, lavash is made very differently. Sometimes you get it nice and folded and soft. Other times you get it like this, weird and crispy, like a cracker. With butter, I'm not really sure how I feel about that, but it's what I was getting. It's like a bread wafer. It's good. I wouldn't call it lavash. I would give it 2.5 out of 5 points.
Now here we have a beautiful salad with a walnut vinaigrette. I'm pretty sure this is the same walnut vinaigrette that they offer upstairs at Fuel that we had in our Lagoon Games video. This is half of the salad. Our server was kind enough to split this salad up between Bear and I, so I get half, he gets half, and we don't have to share a plate. It's dressed. It's lovely. There's like some endive in there, which I don't know. I'm not really feeling, but it's got a lot of flavor. I love the walnuts. The walnuts are fire. I brought pocket parm. I'm going to throw that all over this, and then I'm going to go to town. I would give it a 3 out of 5 salads. It tosses in my salad, but not enough that I would want it to call me tomorrow.
I know a lot of you see salad in the menu, and you shirk. You can have bagged salad in the grocery store, and if you want to punish yourself that way, by all means, you go right ahead. I will only judge you a little bit. I will judge you some. Don't get me wrong. When you eat bagged salad, I will judge you a little bit. Just not a lot of it. But I love salad. I love restaurant salads, and you zhuzh it up and make it a little bit special. So something in the terms of walnut vinaigrette sounds like an adventure I want to ride. The only difference as far as the modifications of this salad is they took off the blue cheese. A lot of you don't like blue cheese anyway, so I don't think you're going to be that upset about it. But you have huge pieces of walnut in here, helping of greens, one way or the other, Well, it's a mouthful. But honestly, a lot of people, Disney adults included, need to touch some grass. Might as well be on a plate. When I'm telling you I love salad, it's not a passing fancy. I don't just want like a couple of leaves. Like, I need to actually dig in to the creation of the salad. The leaves themselves, they feel a bit unwashed. Say it as it is. But the greens with the different, the cabbage that's mixed in there and the walnuts give it an earthiness beyond just being a green salad. And the walnut vinaigrette provides a little bit of tart. I can understand where the blue cheese would have fit in, which would have, sparked some questions in mind. It's an okay salad. But I feel as if you could have done better for vegans, vegetarians, and otherwise. I would give it 3 out of 5 points.
This is an off-menu vegan item. Now, the whole menu changed as far as entrees go, and the squash option that we had 2 years ago is not on the menu anymore, but that is actually the option that our server offered to us. And when I asked him if it was going to stay on the menu, he couldn't answer with certainty. So I didn't want to order that dish again and then let you guys down because it wasn't available. Now, I knew there was spaghetti on the kids menu, so I asked if they could do like a pasta with veggies, and our server wasn't really sure. I ordered some sides. Our server wasn't really into the fact that I ordered sides, so the server brought out the chef, and the chef was like, well, I'll make you a pasta and I'll put some fixins in there. So cool. I got some of the things that I ordered because I just ordered originally potatoes and broccolini. Bear and I are planning on going to a movie after this, so my plan was just to eat light here and maybe get a decent meal at the movie theater, get a pizza or something, but that's fine. Now Chef has resolved that issue. I can eat before my movie. So here we go. Beautiful garlic soaked and a beautiful charred lemon. Now Bear is not a lemon fan, but considering the beautiness of this pasta, I gotta squeeze all the lemons. Yeah. Now I did bring pocket parm, but I don't want to ruin the integrity of the pasta with my pocket parm. Initially, I want to try it as Chef served it with copious amounts of garlic and broccolini. It looks gorgeous. This no like sauce, like an oil base basically, because like their marinara also has dairy in it. So remember that. Cheers. So I think the lemon just added like an extra to it. I'm excited to add pocket parm because I think pocket parm is really going to send this dish to the next level. The veggies are fresh. Everything is fresh. I was sad about the fact that like I was going to be offered the same dish that I had 2 years ago, but this is actually pretty nice. So just like, I guess, fight for your right to pasta. It's a vibe. I will give it a 3 out of 5 pastas. It's sad that they put cheese in their marinara. Like, that's not how you make marinara. But I'll take something that's a little bare and add my own pocket parm. I suggest you bring your own fixins too. I got some red pepper. I'll probably add that as well.
I've said it once and I've said it 1,000 times. And I'll give you the look to go with it. We do this channel because we believe in an inclusivity of opinions on food. Be you vegan, non-vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, some variation of ovo-lacto, whatever you describe yourself, everybody deserves good food. Off-menu pasta gives me feelings. Now this is a pretty pasta. I've said 1,000 times to every third party that will listen, Patina, Mitsukoshi, stop handcuffing your chefs. They will create beautiful dishes for vegan vegetarians. They just need to be reminded they can do that. This is a beautiful little dish. You have the spaghetti noodles. You have some cut up, looks like broccolini in here. You have all sorts of like crunchies. You have the flour on here. It's a beautiful looking dish. You could put this on the menu. And speaking of restaurant managers and the people that pay the bills, the ROI for a dish like this, 200-300%. I'm just speaking to what they actually care about.
Don't get corporate on our people.
I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to hate on this because it is an off menu. We threw in what we have pasta. But that fried garlic with the greens is such a nice touch. Now, it does feel like what I would make as a struggle meal because in my pre-princess days during struggle season, and all of you know what struggle season is, I needed to make a pasta. Garlic and olive oil will get me a long way for a couple days. This is like a slightly elevated version of this, but even if you had a couple more veggies and a vegan sauce to tie it together, and this restaurant specializes in sauces, so I know you can make a sauce that would blow my mind. This would be an excellent dish. And again, you could put it on the menu. Even if you charge 2/3 what you charge for a normal plate here, which is like 40 to 60 bucks, 30 bucks for this, people would pay. This is better than it has any right to be. And it just makes me more sad that you don't have an actual chef-prepared vegan option already on the menu. I'm gonna give it 4.25 out of 5 stars. If the princess doesn't eat this for leftovers, it might disappear in a day and a half. I'm just saying. I did the trendy thing. We don't avoid trendy things here, but we do what jumps out at us. So on the Todd's favorite menu, it's a little subsection of the menu, they have what is described as crab fried rice. You get 2 types of crab, fried rice, and an over easy egg. We have the blue crab, then we have a soft shell crab fried with a little over easy egg top hat, and then you have the fried egg on the bottom with little bits of onion and bacon in there. It's an interesting plating. It's also $47. In any world, do I believe that some multiverse exists in which fried rice should ever be $47? No. However, it looked interesting enough for me to be intrigued. At that point, it's a self-inflicted narrative, and everything's an adventure because we love food. So, let's go ahead and cut into this. If you like over easy eggs on your food or in your fried rice, I'm gonna need you to comment with either an egg emoji or a chicken emoji, depending on what you think came first, in the comments below. A little bit of the blue crab, a little bit of the soft shell crab, and we're gonna get us a full crab bite. The crabs you catch are the ones you eat. Maybe. If it cooperates. Here's the problem. Now, this is a problem. It's like, what do you do when you're a seafood restaurant, primarily, right? And you want to offer something as a special or a favorite or like a chef's choice. But obviously, you need to stick with what your restaurant's based around. Seafood. You blend in other genres as a fusion. You can offer that as something unique, Instagrammable, and aesthetic even. I can understand how fried rice would come up in that conversation. The problem is, though, the problem statement is like, what happens if you can't cook fried rice? And that is, in fact, the problem. The crab, it's great. The blue crab is great. The soft shell crab is nice and crispy. But the rice, subpar and oily. It's just oily rice and less fried rice. But it's a huge problem because you expect fried rice to be the base. You can get fried rice in any public shopping center in Florida, and that's going to be thebomb.com. For those of us who go back to the .com age, or just, it's on fire, it's on point, any one of the generational words for being good, this is not that. The rice is lacking. The crab is excellent. But I'm not getting fried rice. I'm just getting crab over rice, which is not the goal. Maybe it's because I'm a bear and I love seafood. Maybe it's because I spent a good portion of my life on islands. 2.75 out of 5.
Pinot Grigio because Bear and I could not decide what we wanted to drink, and so we are splitting a bottle of wine. It is the cheapest wine on the menu, which is $41. Most of them are numbers that are like video game numbers, like over $200. Like think $500, like outrageous. So yeah, we're splitting this bottle of wine. It's the cheapest wine on the menu, and then also vegan, thankfully. Usually the cheapest wines are not vegan, and that sucks, but this one is, so cheers. I love the Pinot Grigio. It's so bright, it's so beautiful. This one is really light-bodied, and it's got like just a smoothness to it that I'm really into. I would give it a 4 out of 5 wines. It makes me feel really fine.
A nice Pinot Grigio, crisp white. We'll go with probably most things you would get here at this restaurant. This is Todd Bluezoo is mainly, before anything else, a seafood restaurant. And most whites will go well with most seafood dishes, barring like the tomato-based sauces. Very fruit-forward one. I'm getting white grapes, apricot maybe. Very like spring fruits. And that wine, nice clean cut off. It'll work. It feels almost like a palate cleanser, even though it's just a nice white pairing. I would give it 3.5 out of 5. Todd English Bluezoo feels like a tourist trap for business-focused people.
I have multiple feelings about the vegan options. I appreciate the fact that I have a baller-ass spaghetti, but also, like, I knew that the spaghetti was on the kids' menu, and then chef came out to, like, make me that because I ordered sides originally, considering what was available to me. So I guess just, like, push if you're vegan or just don't eat here.
The crab fried rice is a gimmick. My mouth is still oily from the rice. I didn't even finish it. Crab. And that was $47 for that portion size. I can understand how that would look attractive to somebody with a corporate card, but it's really hard to give excuses to Bluezoo when Rosa Mexicana is right on the other side of the hallway, and that food is amazing.
I feel like every time that Bear and I come here, we always make an excuse for the food with our corporate know-how because, like, we know what our per diem is and our per diem fits in everything that's here. So it makes it a little bit easier for us to justify. But if you were not here on a business trip and you were to pay these prices, like, you're literally getting ripped off. So just don't.
But I don't know what you think. When was the last time that you considered Todd Bluezoo for one of your dining reservations, or even if you visited? Is this and the place that we got, is that enough to convince you to visit? Let us know in the comments below. Let us know where you would rather go, because I'm already expecting to hear that in the comments below. As always, if there's anything else you'd like to see us do, that will always be a place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, well, Bear just might eat himself outside of himself. And then what is he going to do the next time he comes to Dolphin? Is it going to be an inside-out dolphin? Or is it going to be a bear?
What sort of existential crisis did she just set me on? Just watch Pantheon. Unrelated to Disney, but you heard the girl.